Hey friends, Becky here from the Happy Heart Creative Studio, and today I want to talk to you about ugly papers. Yes, I said it, ugly papers. If you are just starting out making painted papers, you may not know what I'm talking about yet, but trust me, you will. And I don't even want to say ugly, just boring, lacks interest, not eye-catching, just, and that's to your eye, that's to your, what you like. I'm not trying to please other people. I'm making art that I love. And so sometimes I go through my painted papers and I don't love some of them, and I want to love them. So I'm pulling some of them out today, and I'm just going to see what we can do to make them a little more eye-catching. So, and I do have this one over here too that I stenciled on, and I'm still not liking it. So I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit longer. I'm gonna think about that one, but I got these two here I want to work on. So I've got some stencils out, and I think I am going to, I don't know, I get so confused because I like all of them. I think I'm going to try this one on here. We'll just see. We'll see what that looks like. And what color. I'm trying to use up some of my colors that I have that I don't use very often. So let's see, I'm going to use this English Ivy Green, and we'll see. We will see. This is live TV. I might make it more ugly, perhaps, but I think you get the idea. Don't give up on your papers, on your art. Just keep on trying. So let me see here. All right. I got one of these paint daubers here, and I'm going to dip it, and then I'm going to get, I don't want it to have too much paint on it, or it's gonna overflow and get underneath the stencil, and we don't want that. So I had a good amount on there. I daubed some of it off, and I'm just going to stencil on here and see what we end up getting. And this is why I do love painted paper collage so much, is because it's relaxing. It's very relaxing. I come in here, and if I'm not, doing a YouTube video or making a workshop or something, I'll turn on some music or a podcast or a movie, and it, get a cup of tea or coffee, sometimes a glass of wine, and it's just very relaxing. Okay, so better. It's got a little more of a pattern, a little more texture on it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and then when it dries, we're going to come back with I'm going to come back with some of my gel pens, and maybe outline, and maybe make it a little bit better than that. So we will see here. I'm experimenting, and sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't, but and then too, when we when I use these painted papers, you don't usually see the whole paper. I'm usually cutting out, you know, a flower or, you know, part of a pumpkin or a butterfly wing, piece of cake, something, and it's just the small, I use a small amount of the paper. So you don't usually see the big full sheet like this. So, yeah, all right, let's see. And okay, we're gonna continue. We're not gonna give up. We're not giving up. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this part right now. I'm just gonna set this aside over here, and let's bring this ugly paper over. Okay, so the first thing I think I'm gonna do with this one is there's a lot of white on it. I think I'm gonna use this coral paint. Oh no, it's orange sherbet, and I'm just gonna dab on here and kind of cover up some of that white. Let's see. And this is a little bit brighter than, it looks like it's got some kind of reddish brown and some green on there. And I still probably have a little bit of green on my dauber from that stencil, but I don't care right now. We're gonna just kind of fill in. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna wipe off some of that green. I do care. I do care. Kind of a muddy color there. So let me try that again here. Oh yes, better. And I'm putting it on there a little bit thick, and with this dauber, it's leaving some texture. And I do like that, but I'm just gonna come and fill in where I see white on the paper. And I probably won't get all of it, but I'll get some of it. All right. Let that dry, and we'll come back and see what else we can do. All right, so they were drying, and then I went ahead and pulled this one. I didn't do this one on the video, but stenciled it with what I was thinking. I was thinking these were little flowers, and I suppose they could be little flowers, but I am gonna make these into little butterflies. Won't that be cute? Okay, so I got my gel pens out here. I got the Jelly Roll pens, but I'm just gonna outline the butterfly wings. And I'm gonna put a middle and just a couple stripes, and I'm just going to go down. You can see that. All right, I can't, I've got my ring light on, so I can't really see. Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna put a whole bunch of detail on it, but I'm just gonna go through here and outline this. I think this is the cutest. A couple lines. Yeah. I love it. my gosh, you guys. I think this is so cute. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. And then you can go back in there if you can see, and I put some little dots on the wings and stuff, and you can make it as detailed or not detailed as you want, but isn't this just adorable? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side, and I am going to grab this one that, so I'm going to kind of do the same thing, I think. I'm just going to take my gel pens, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to outline, maybe make some stripes. And yes, it is a little bit time consuming, but like I said, it's pretty relaxing. And you can be listening to a podcast or watching a YouTube video, watching a movie, and just working on your painted papers. There. That's very much more interesting than it was before. So, okay, I'm going to set that aside, and we'll grab the other one and we'll see what we can do with that. All right, so I have an idea for this one. Since I used the paint dauber and put this orange sherbet on here, I kind of want to continue with the blobs of paint. So I am going to, I got some more orange sherbet and some white on here, and I'm just going to mix that in, make it a little bit lighter, and I think I need a little bit more white paint. Okay. And then I've just got plain white paint over here. So let's see what we can do. See what we can do with that. Okay, I'm going to use the same paint dauber. So I've got, I think I started out with like a reddish brown, and then there's some green on here. I've got the orange sherbet. Yeah, I like that. It's a lighter version of the orange sherbet, and I'm just going to keep blobbing around here. Okay. and I'm getting, there's green underneath the layers of paint on this dauber, so it's starting to come through too, but I don't think it looks too bad. Okay, let that dry, and I'm going to come back with just the white, and we'll put another layer of blobs on top of that. Okay, so I got some white paint. I'm going to add just a little bit more. All right. Sure, well, that's still doing a little bit of green on it. Okay, I'm going to use this other paint dauber. It's got orange paint on it, but it's dry, so we'll see. We will see. Okay, white paint on top of that. Oh, yes. I am liking this. All right, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Well, there, I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah, I like that. So very, very cool. Okay, and then we have, let me move this out of the way. We have this guy that's got some interest. And we got our butterflies. So I think we made a big improvement on all three of the papers. And that is just kind of the moral to the story, I guess, is from my experience, art goes through an ugly stage where you're working on it and you got, you're all excited and you're working on it, and then it's ugly. It's ugly. And it's that stage that you're like almost gonna give up. And sometimes I think we do give up. But my moral of the story here, I guess, is don't give up. Art goes through an ugly stage. Painted papers go through an ugly stage. Sometimes life goes through an ugly stage. But just don't give up. Don't give up on your art, and don't give up on yourself. Keep on trying to make life beautiful. Okay, friends, thank you, and I will see you at the next video.